Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Will and we are back with some more Witcher 3 today. We are here in a place I can never remember the name of because it's a brand new zone. The new zone that comes with Blood and Wine. And we are going to continue with the main story. Wow. It's crazy that they do this whole listing thing just because it just makes missions feel like a whole lot longer than what they are. Alright, we got all that. Let's actually meditate for a second. Let's get it to be daytime. It feels like it's been night for like forever for us. There we go. Let's go in and do some good old reliable Witcher that has minimal glitches. If you missed this weekend's stream with Mafia 3, good lord, did I get sent through the ringer with that fucking game. Found a game-breaking glitch, tried to figure out how to deal with it, and hopefully, I think I fixed it. Like, I thought I fixed it on a Sunday, and turns out, no, I didn't. But then by the end of the stream, I think I did, so... It was a very on and off kind of thing, but I think... Yeah, so the glitch happened at the end of a Saturday stream, where we were just stuck in an infinite load screen.
Worth looking into.
And then I fixed it that night, and then it broke again, and then I fixed it again before stream. And then on Sunday's stream, I was still kind of dealing with it for like about half of the stream. But hey, I think it's done. I think it's fixed completely. I popped in there earlier today, did some stuff, popped out, popped back in, and it's like everything seems to be running and loading perfectly fine now. So whatever was up with it before, I think we kind of overrided it by like going and doing other story missions in different areas. So I think that kind of like pushed past whatever was like causing it to like freak out and glitch. But yeah, that's insane that a game that's already a few years old with countless updates and patches and like multiple DLCs still has a glitch in it that just renders the whole game unplayable. That's insane. But yeah, that's what I was dealing with this weekend. And then I also found I like listening to like audiobooks and just random shit on YouTube. And recently I've been trying to get into like some radio dramas. Which, like, you might think of, like, oh, radio dramas, like, from, like, the 1950s and shit, like, back in those days. It's like, no, they still do radio dramas today. And, like, there's, like, quite a few of them. Like, Batman just did one not too long ago. There was a Batman one on Spotify, which I still need to listen to. I listened to part 1. It was really good. And I just found out that The Twilight Zone apparently has, like, 170 episodes of, like, a radio drama. And it's like, fuck yeah. I love The Twilight Zone. The original. I haven't really seen too much of any of the other versions.
Have to hurry.
Because there's a Twilight Zone in the 80s, or 90s? 80s or 90s. I haven't really seen that one. And then there was the newest one that just happened a few years ago, which unfortunately got canceled. Which it looked to be really good. The hell? Alright.
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
Where is the...
In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Hurled against the wall with great force.
Oh, I can't wait to see what this one is.
Used this to batter down the grate. Took a lot of strength to batter this down.
Alright, bare feet though. What? Okay, I thought it would be some sort of monster that was humanoid.
Saw you at the inn.
Are they a ghoul of some sort, perhaps?
Why'd you kill these people? Clearly wasn't for the blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Oh, which I'm guessing then?
I cannot let you leave.
I need to get the other sword. Oh wait, no, that was the right sword. It automatically switched to the right one. Fuck. News. She's behind me. Damn it! Where the fuck is she? There we go. God, the health regen on this food is like really good.
All these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Let me guess, they murdered someone that was important to her, probably.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins.
That's odd.
Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
Oh, that's always fun. Chest cavity.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Maybe the person's immortal and you just need to put the pieces back together?
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? Who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
I like this. I like when he does more detective stuff. Like that's always like my favorite stuff with action heroes that are like supposed to be smart. Like Batman, I always love it when he's like more of a detective than he is a martial artist. Like it's cool when he fights people, but it's like, don't solve every single crime by knocking a motherfucker out. How about actually using your alleged like insanely smart brain to figure shit out? That's the problem with like a lot of... Okay, I'm going on a tangent with Batman now, but that's a problem with like smart characters. For them to be smart and be witty, the writers need to be smart and witty in a somewhat similar way to make the whole thing seem like actually earned and not like something that's super obvious. And that's why like in the comic books with the Riddler, nobody ever really uses him that well because the Riddler is supposed to be a genius. Well, the people that are writing them aren't a genius, so they can only be as smart as the writer is or decides to use him as. That's why I really liked the Batman movie that came out recently with Robert Pattinson, because it just seemed like a lot more detective work. It felt like there was quite a bit more detective work, especially more than Ben Affleck's Batman. And I'm actually hoping, so like if you don't know the Batman comics, he actually has like multiple personas, like Bruce Wayne. Like there's times where he does like the whole Sherlock Holmes thing where he puts on a disguise to be like a homeless guy and like goes out into the streets to collect information, or he dresses up as like a PI called what was it? It was like Matches Malone or something. It was Matches something. As like, and he like plays a like private PI. It's like, let's see those characters in the Batman movies where like he collects information and data other ways than like, I'll run it through the computer. It's like, yeah, we got it. You're not smart, you just got a really good tech sector. Alright, we got some stuff going on here.
No way to zip through the streets while everyone comes.
Giant belched forth the roar so bright it shook all the planets.
Hey, buddy.
Then what?
To halt the millstone begins.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerine? What about the story of Riddick and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
Geralt making friends.
Her Knight and Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you'll soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Are we gonna have to jump in?
Got a bad feeling about this. Damn it.
He's gonna die. Yes, we're gonna have to do the hero move. Slash dick move. We're gonna go in there and save him. And claim the glory for ourselves.
We have to help him.
Hey, at least our buddy comes along and he's not chicken shit.
Gotta keep it down.
Geez, boss fights in a row.
The beast heaved its foul girth. That crucial roar, it knocked him to earth. Then down
Alright.
the Witcher in one mighty
Alright, I can't tell. Was it my move that caused damage? Yep.
fate of the beast has been.
Yeah, it was. Alright.
Soon the Witcher shall triumph against all odds.
I think that's just an easy hit. I feel bad. Oh yeah, anyway, sorry about the rant about Batman. The whole reason about that was, like, I like it when Geralt does all this detective stuff, like Sherlock Holmes shit.
And thus the Witcher's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
And actually, like, figures out stuff and solves mysteries. That shit's cool in here. Like, so is slaying the monsters and stuff, but I feel like this would definitely do better as, like, a show slash movie than a video game. Just because of having a well choreographed fight is usually much better than having just, like, some clusterfuck of a fight of you barely getting through it. If you don't have decent enough controls or, like, intricate enough combat. Oh fuck, that guy's almost dead.
Not good.
Come on. Yeah, we got full health. We can body him for a bit. Ah, for a bit. Whoop. Alright, we have to hit him in the face. Fuck. God, yeah, the only way to do like a good amount of damage to him is...
Alas, Hermerin lies prostrate. He has breathed his last breath. Avenge him, Witcher. Fight bravely unto...
Aw, man, we got our guy killed. There we go. Man. I hope he's not dead, it just hurt. Come on.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Y'all suck.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help. Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find
Maybe
him.
one of the corpses we found.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Wait, what?
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Witcher's vacation home, baby!
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me, an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
Okay, so they both seem like it's possible that they had shady business dealings, possibly, but they were both knights as well, so it's probably got to do with that.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times, knights face new challenges. Enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why.
Furry.
Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
Your Grace, we need to find Milton. Immediately.
rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
Oh, come on. I was about to say, the queen has got some good drip, as well as her, like, handmaidens.
Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me! Faster, Geralt!
Giddy up.
Right like the wind!
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
This way! Through town! Try not to lose your way! Sharp right! Take care!
This is a beautiful city.
Let's follow her. Follow the Chiquetta.
It's her! It's her! Clear a path! Clear the way, I said! Is this part of the game?
He's gonna already be dead.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Let's play this child's game to figure it out.
On second thought, through here. shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. Turns around, over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Alright.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you to try it.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
If one were to call a state courageous or coward, what other part of the state would one have in mind, if not that which fights and...
But this is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would
Crossbow right through the head. Boom. Got him.
Were you still a virgin?
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Yeah, I don't think it's the smartest idea just to grab it like that. You must gain its trust first.
Damn it.
Okay, wait, what? Something's back here. What's supposed to be in here? Oh.
Think unicorns. Rainbows, little girls, sweets maybe?
dare he! Scandalous!
Cold game's not likely to tempt a unicorn. Doesn't have a sweet tooth. Almost had it.
Most calmly approach it and feed it the cookie.
Damn it.
It helps if we didn't have to walk everywhere, you butthole.
Almost
Like,
had
what are you supposed to do here? He just keeps running back and forth between these two different things, and we just have to keep fucking walking? Like, what are we doing here, buddy?
Damn it.
There we go. Jesus Christ. For some reason, I did not know how to drop the fucking cookie.
Roach likes carrots. Maybe unicorn will too.
This is an outrage! An outrage, I tell you!
It's against the rules.
What would you say to a delicious crunchy carrot?
Oh. Me and my carrots of plenty.
Easy.
You shall swoon for. Victory.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Okay, come on.
Long live Tusa!
Time for the golden fish.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What that little thing?
Come on. Toffee. Found it.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed up trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
What? Oh no! This was the only thing we had to look forward to all year. Because it's the fucking Middle Ages and things be boring as fuck.
The light, it's positively useless. She can't possibly see the thing. What? Who says?
Under Duke Raymond's rule, such troubles were simply...
All is in order!
But your grace.
No buts.
If you please, your grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
Not about the game, about a person's life, motherfucker. Hand it over.
Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
Okay. Hard cheese.
Too cryptic, this riddle. Got no idea what it's talking about.
Then be silent and let me think. Look, if we take Rome, hollow it out and fill it with ease, the letters that is, we get green.
Greenhouse.
But starting with what heads hard cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Oh yay, we got a level.
Wait here.
like the sassy queen. Is he a vampire?
Oh, what the butch?
What was that?
Cut your nails, guy. Ah, fucked over that. Oh.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxa who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
Damn it! Barrel's blocking me, buddy. Dang it. Ooh, nice. Oh. There we go. Oh. Damn it. Oh my god, I completely whiffed that. Oh, oh fuck me. Once again, it sucks that the camera just does not stay on the enemy, which, you know, would be mighty appreciated. Damn it! I wish I could counter when he hits the shield. Fuck! I could have beat him.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend. Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you,
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upsetting. Immensely.
Gotta find him. Before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then. Just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
We never did get to put the points in that we got from leveling up. I wonder what happens if you actually win that fight. It's just like you decapitate him and that's kind of like, you know, it. Alright. Got 2 points. We'll put one here. And then we can get rid of this one now that we have infinite, so that won't be that big of a deal. Is there something we needed that was level 29? 40? I mean 29, 39. Oh, wow, that depreciates super fast. Holy shit. I did not realize it would go by that fast. Okay, that actually depreciates way too fast. I might need to put that ability back on.
There's more to be done about them.
I'm hitting up, not over. Stop drawing your sword, dingus.
Hey, you grey-haired chit!
Geralt, the dingus of Rivia.
Nothing doing. Something reeks around here.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to navigating around this town. It is just really confusing. Look at the night sky. Oh, let's actually hold on. Let's check the map. Check the map. Shit, there's not really much fast travel over there, so I guess we'll just walk it. Some steep ass hills. That is insanely steep. Man, there's quite a bit of clipping issues in this freaking game. Unless that's supposed to be lightning in the clouds. But even during that cutscene that we had earlier with the queen and that other dude when he was explaining what all the bodies like who they were and whatnot, there was like a weird black clipping that kept happening. I don't know if that's the actual textures or if that's some like weird lighting issue, or just like have like a single frame flicker to black. Like, why games? Why issues? Okay, yay, shortcut. Or fast travel.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here.
I'm assuming the cave over yonder. Fuck! Poison! Oh god, oh god, oh god, poison, oh god. I hate poison enemies with the passion. Loot! Damn it. Like, how do you... Oh my god, they just keep popping out. Fuck.
From my saddle. Stench.
Not a lot of poison. Quite a bit of poison buildup. Why did he turn? Ooh, hello. That's a dope-ass statue.
Someone needs an escort. Not something I do often, but might be worth investigating. Just wonderful.
Grave Robin. You know, this might come in handy. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we just picked up a sword. 41. Okay, so we're still like a bit away. Steel, silver. Okay, sweet. So we already have 2 swords that we can replace the ones we have. It feels like we're replacing swords quite a bit more frequently now that we started this DLC. Or like we have the potential to upgrade them like far sooner. It felt like 20 to 30. There was a lot less leeway in different weapons we could use. It was like 25 and then 31.
Vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliche can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
Creepy. Sniff the corpse hand.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans of the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Is he gonna go thing on us and just start walking around with his fingers?
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned, him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
Is your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Got plenty of questions I'd like to ask, but let's postpone any longer conversations until things calm down.
Unable to focus your thoughts at the moment, I understand. I too am anxious to know the news.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in... spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
All right, cool. Looks like we got a new friend that we're working with, teammating with. See, I wish we had more of that kind of interaction with the other Witchers in the holy fucking puma. Wait, is that actually a puma? Oh, panther, okay. A panther? What the fuck? Actually, what is a panther's natural habitat? Because I did not think it would be the countryside of what looks like France and or Italy. It's them grapes they always after. The hell are these guys? They look a little different than the ones we normally fight. Maybe a different subclass? Fuck! Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I need to put on that heal bit thing back on. Because we getting fucked. And I need more than like fucking 30 seconds for a heal to happen. Give me a second. Yeah, that is an insane extension that it gives us. Fuck. Alright, yeah, that is quite far away. Well, I might as well take that little shortcut. And then proceed from that other city. Because it takes like 2 seconds to load. I'm still not used to that, having it load so fast compared to like how long it took on the PS4.
Oh, that's bad luck.
And it seems like quite a few things around here are like poisonous.
Women and chops, the more you beat them.
Summer fog, morning fog. Looks like. Yeah, that's ridiculous, the heal time now. Holy shit. I forgot how slow some of the heals were. Like, holy shit. The thing is so necessary. But yeah, I still wish we somehow would be able to expand so we'd get like a full extra slot for more alterations that we could put on. More skills that we could put on. Just one more row. Even if it was like a real screwball and they just only gave us like a row of 2. Ah, sneezy. No, wait, shit. God damn it. Biddies. Alright, let's separate this prick. Come on! What the fuck? I was just trying to do that charge move and it just was not happening. I need to fix the sword. Super quick. Might as well put some shit on this as well.
You like that silver?
There we go. Yes! That move is so goddamn good when I'm able to just, like, keep it going. Nice. Frick. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Back away, back away, back away. Whoop! Alright, good work, everyone. And I mean me. Alright. Let's do a quick meditation session for like 2 seconds. Yeah, that was insane of me taking that ability off for healing. Like, that's 100% necessary.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Yes, bring more spoons.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Yes, the spoon quest. Oh, that's great.
Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Do I need to go and collect spoons to bring it back to him?
Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
The richest of spoons I shall bring you. Oh wait, no, hold on, there's something in there.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
I will leave the spoons here just in case. It's all like, why are you taking my spoons? Which I'm still surprised they didn't go all Oblivion on this with us. Where it's like, if we steal something from someone's house, like right in front of them, they could be all like, why are you stealing? Guards.
No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Yes, we found the magical spoon.
Spring key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Geralt of Rivia, spoon expert.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly.
Wow.
This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Have him show up on Antiques Roadshow. You see, what we have here is a 12th century spoon carved out of whalebone. If you find the right collector, this could go for thousands.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy.
Was it a large spoon? I hope this character is obsessed with spoons. Like, everything needs to be spoon related. I only eat soup.
White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Good, good.
I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Probably outside. Alright, hold on. Let's check on this new armor we just picked up. Ooh, +5. And it's the same set that we already have on, okay. Oh, but it doesn't have that slot. But we weren't even using it in the first place, so... What do we do? Oh, hey, wait, actually, hold on. Sweet. Those are fucking hideous. Terrible pants. A pox upon you, a pox upon your whole family. These pants are terrible. Alright, let's just drop a bunch of these. Alright, good enough. Ooh, are we gonna... Yes! Classic horror movie trope. Sit upon the throne of spoons. Actually, they could probably make a sizable chunk of the Game of Thrones throne using spoons from this house. Okay.
Gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
Please don't be time-based, because...
Tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Is this gonna be a soup-eating minigame, perhaps?
Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Any help here, chat? Let's go over the curse exact wording.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay, I'm sorry, one more time. Just about the spoons.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy
No
your
spoon.
reflection in the mirror.
Ah, my god. I hate riddles and like wordplay. That is not my bag. Swap spoons. Let me think.
Need to get this right.
At your table, no spoon you have shall.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Makes me think we don't need spoons to eat. Or it could be that we give them your spoon. Either one of those I could see as the right answer. Okay, I'm actually gonna... I'm curious about this. I'm gonna look up just Witcher spoon and see what comes up. Spoon? Question mark? No spoons? Okay.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
Is this a grown person or a child that got cursed?
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Okay.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected.
Damn.
Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
We are gaining levels like crazy today, which means we're also able to throw on which sword was it? This one? Booyah. Nice. New sword for us, boys. Oh yeah, plus I keep forgetting to do this too. Since we've kind of hit the wall and don't really have any more slots to fill, I don't know, nothing really seems that interesting for us to grab. Honestly, if it said no spoon shall fill you, that would be like one of the first things I'd try was eating without a spoon. But then the whole thing was with guests, so I was thinking maybe it was talking about like not your own spoon, but someone else's. So it's like both of those answers seem reasonable. Where was this in the Witcher TV show? The spoon episode. Fuck. Multitasking, not the best time. All right.
Given me no choice.
That move is so freaking deadly. It's great. One of the best purchases you can make is getting that move. And at some point, I do want to go back and fight the panther that we saw in the woods. Nature panther.
Easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
That's an old lady.
I'll take you someplace safe. So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. I'm deeply pleased, finally, to make your acquaintance, sir, though I do regret the specific circumstances. In all the commotion, I fear I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Barnabas Basil Folty, and by order of the Duchess, I am to serve as your major domo at Corfo Bianco.
Nice to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got urgent matters to attend to. While I'm gone, please make sure she gets everything she needs.
Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Actually, it was pretty easy.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Seems like curses are the ironic shitposting of Twitter version of magic when it comes to curses. Oh, everything's gotta be ironic.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Well, the help's about to get a renovation, alright? I'm hoping there's going to be some sort of renovation type thing we're able to do where we can upgrade the place.
Ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days. Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Monsieur Bolius's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff kinda looks pretty shoddy. Drawing a new coat of paint here. This place could actually look nice.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
That's what I'm saying. We get a flat screen TV over there and a pool table over there. Don't even get me started on the arcade room.
Voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Swanky.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Follow me, please.
Oh, okay, this tour is taking a minute. I thought we were gonna get a house with just a shitload of land. I didn't think it was gonna have like all these other buildings and shit.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more, useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
Okay.
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
It would help if it showed how much money we actually had on us.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
I think we're pretty close to being out. Oh, that's it for the grounds, I guess?
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompeli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Armory. Oh, fuck. We probably don't have enough.
It's in your hands.
Oh, shit, we do.
Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around.
Jesus.
Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
Okay.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer your every question, sir.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Sweet. Alright. That seems to be done. We can use bed. And we can place trophy. Alright. Let's place some of these in there. And I do need to look at alchemy with these stones. I haven't really tried anything out with them. Is there a way to like fuse them together to get higher level ones or something? That would be helpful. All right, and oh yeah, okay, we used up like all of our gold on that then. Shoot. All right, well. No item in our inventory to place there. Well. Fuck. Yeah, this is a pretty shabby place, people. Like, I think we might just... Hold on, let's see here. Let's try... They said in 2 days' time. I don't know if we just need to talk and go through the story and it will happen, or if we could just meditate our way through it. So let's see about meditating our way through this and see if that happens. That'd be day 2, and we'll meditate a little bit longer just so it's daylight. There. Boop. There. That's 2 whole days. Boom, buddy. Nice.
Ooh.
Cool, we got the stone. And whatnot down here. Nice.
Spread some nastiness to me.
Nice.
Monsters are your catnip.
Well, I think we will call that for today. Alright. Yeah. Sweet. That is it for today. Tomorrow we're going to get back into Genshin. In fact, there's a new event that just started not too long ago. We're going to finish up the event that we did last week and then see about starting the new one that just started, I think, this week. And kind of go from there. On Wednesday, we will hop back into The Witcher, continue this on, and yeah, hopefully we'll gain... Yeah, we were so close to another level, which means we can put on that next sword pretty soon, which will be nice. And then I should probably also look into, like, you know, armors and whatnot. But I have not found anyone that looks like they can make a master level armor set here. So I don't know if we have to return to the other map to get that done or what. But maybe we'll look into that next time as well. And then this weekend, I know I said we were probably going to finish up Mafia like this last weekend, but since we had that game-breaking glitch happen, and I've only recently been able to fix it, hopefully this weekend, probably Saturday, we might be able to finish up the entire game as long as that glitch doesn't come back around and get us stuck on an infinite load screen again. But yeah, like I said earlier in the stream, I tested it after the stream was done yesterday. I played it some today, and everything seems to be working fine. We seem to have moved past whatever was tripping up that game and causing it to glitch out in load screens. Hopefully that doesn't come back around, but yeah, that's the plan for the weekend, and then we'll get started on Batman Arkham Asylum, which I'm really excited to get back into. I've really been feeling the DC universe and like been watching some animated stuff and some movies and whatnot. Just really get into the vibe of that, so I'm really excited to get back into there. And yeah, that is the plan for the next couple of days. Thanks for coming out and hanging out on day 979 of streaming in a row. Like always, there are links down below for my Twitter, as well as a link over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there, which hopefully very soon the final episode of Mafia 3 will be there in its entirety. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for coming out and hanging out, and I will catch you all tomorrow with Genshin Impact. And if not, I will see you guys back here on Wednesday with some more Witcher 3. See ya.